Now, I'm a smart person. I think you're a smart person. Tell me what a small business loan is. I can't seem to get a definition.
Well, Bob, I think that's one of the real problems that we face today. I was in Washington last week, and there were a bunch of great conferences and conversations going on about small business lending. And one of the questions that wasn't discussed, and I thought to myself, you know, if President Obama walked in here and he asked this group of about 150 of us, is small business lending up, down, left, or right, or how's it going? The truth of the matter is I don't think anybody could answer him. We know if SBA lending is up, down, left, or right. We know if certain categories are down, up, down, or left, or right, but with no universally agreed upon definition of what constitutes a small business, and no requirements from all these alternative lenders out there to report on their lending, we live in this hazy land of not really knowing what's happening.
Oh, I know you've been pushing for definitions. Let's talk about the alternative lenders. You brought them up. There's what, 50, 60 of them? First of all, define alternative lenders, and why is that important to the people listening in today?
To me, an alternative lending is anybody out there lending money or trying to lend money to small businesses or entrepreneurs through a non-bank platform. And I'd beg to differ. I think there are hundreds of them out there, Bob. I don't think there are 50 or 60 of them. We see a dozen new cash advance lenders popping up every day. And we see literally between the different choices and options out there, hundreds and hundreds of people trying to capitalize on the opportunity and the void left by the banks and to lend money to small businesses at high interest rates.
High interest rates. I mean, they're getting what, 30, 40, 50% annum?
Oh, Bob, that's low.
I talk to them. They say they're getting 8 to 12%. How do you reconcile the two numbers?
Is that a week or a month?
Yeah. But what do we care? What do we care if these alternative lenders charge whatever they want to charge? They're not using depositor money. They're using hedge fund money. What do we care?
Well, what I think we care is that what's evolving is a group or a generation of small business owners and entrepreneurs who form expensive money is becoming the norm. And after they've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of these loans, they put themselves on what we like to call the high interest treadmill. It's very hard to get off of it. You live on this stuff.
Is this really payday lending for Main Street?
A lot of it is, Bob.
Yeah. But they claim they can compete with the banks because of speed to market. They're saying Main Street would rather pay a few extra points knowing that if they apply today, they'll have the money in their account by Friday. And
that's true, and we see it. I put a small business in a loan a couple months ago. He landed up paying 24% APR. He would have well been qualified for a 6% loan. He was very clearly articulated the differences. He didn't want to deal with the hassle and the aggravation. These guys are providing speed and convenience, and in many respects, they've built great technologies.
I want to go back. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
The issue is we've got to find a way, I feel we have a responsibility to get affordable capital in the hands of small business owners and entrepreneurs. Otherwise, we're a bubble waiting to burst.